Well, next we're going to make Havarti cheese, and there's going to be something very special in that cheese. We're going to put in some pistachio nuts, and then when the cheese is finished, we're going to dust it in a gorgeous barbecue paprika seasoning just to give it that finishing touch. Okay, now we'll start with our almond milk. Just make sure that you stir it, because I can see it's actually separated out. And then measure out 1 1/3 cup of almond milk.
And I know you like this exactly, don't you, Liz?
Yes, I've just learned from experience that if you measure everything exactly, you can always take away or add to if you want to change the texture or the structure of your cheese. 1/4 cup of tapioca starch. So the starch is what binds the cheese together.
Nutritional yeast next?
Yeah, but let's put the capicaraginin in.
Okay.
And that's 3 teaspoons of capicaraginin. Now if you noted with the cheddar we put in 4 teaspoons, but now we're putting 3 teaspoons in the Havarti, because we're just trying to make it into a slightly softer cheese, but it definitely still is a very sliceable cheese. Yes, and now we can put in our nutritional yeast.
How much?
4 teaspoons. And also 1 1/4 teaspoons of fine sea salt. And some cut up pistachio nuts. So they've already been chopped down, haven't they? If you don't want whole pistachios, that would be a little bit too big. But just crush down a little bit.
How many?
That's fine, not too much, yeah. Beautiful. You know what you can also do is put in a tiny little sprinkle of some paprika or some kind of red seasoning, just to give it a little bit of a lovely tinted colour. Or you can put a tiny little bit of the tomato paste in as well, just a little smidgen. Just having fun. You don't have to have the same cheese every time. You can always experiment and have fun with it.
Miso?
No miso in the Havarti.
Turmeric?
No, we're not going to make it yellow.
Okay.
So prepare your acids, and also, yeah, we need to add coconut oil. And we're going to put in our 2/3 of a cup of organic refined coconut oil. Two-thirds of a cup of refined coconut oil. That's a 1/4 cup.
2 of these?
Yes. And you can whisk all that together. And you can put that little saucepan aside on our little cooker while we prepare the acids and just clear our workspace.
And the acids
Yeah,
are
2 teaspoons of lemon juice and 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. And it's the amount of acids we use that determines the softness or hardness of our cheese. You know what? I'm going to try and soften up this Havarti a little bit and do 2 teaspoons of lemon juice and 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
See, and that's how you can play around with it and just make things to suit your own taste. I found that the original recipe that I got for the Havarti made it so firm that I turned it into a feta cheese.
Oh, yeah.
But I like it to be slightly soft. Alright, so where are we going to pour our cheese into once it's cooked?
This is the mould.
Oh, lovely. What a lovely little mould for our Havarti. It's kind of like a pyramid shape, isn't it?
Yes. And where did you buy this from, Liz?
Oh, it's actually from a cheese making supplier. Yeah, it doesn't need the holes in it actually.
Yeah?
No,
Okay.
no holes needed. Alright, are we ready to cook our Havarti?
Yes.
So this is the time now where you need full concentration. You can't afford to be distracted because soon that mixture will be becoming thickened up like a white sauce consistency. And I'll bring the camera over closer now so we can see the change that's occurring shortly.
So it's still very runny at the moment.
Yeah.
It's just warming up.
The mixture doesn't even come to the boil. It doesn't take long at all.
Just starting to thicken a little.
Yeah, okay. So that's the tapioca starch that's thickening up now. There we are, I can see the change. Now we have to really concentrate to get it at just that right moment. Not too early, but not too late. If we're too late, the oil starts to ooze out of our cheese. And too early, the cheese won't set to what it should. Okay, I think we're there, are we?
Not quite.
Yeah, a little bit longer. Just really activate that kappa carrageenan. I would say we're there now.
Did you? Still a bit runny, look.
Yeah?
Just about there.
Yeah. Do that. Add the acids. Take it off the heat. That's it. Stir.
Straight into the mould.
Yeah, once it's incorporated, yes. Very cheesy looking already. Okay, pour. You missed a bit.
It's a bit full.
Yeah, I know. There you go. There's our cheese, and in no time at all it will set into a firm curd.